Hi guys, in honor of my 50th birthday this year, I wanted to do a video for you about my top 5 favorite anti-aging hacks and tips. And the best thing about these tips is that they won't cost you a dime. I'm sure that many of you have already tried all kinds of lotions, potions, and expensive treatments. But what if I told you that you can do some simple things at home, which you can start right now, that will dramatically improve the quality of your skin? I don't have any Botox in my face, I don't have any fillers. I really try to do things naturally as much as possible. I do like some creams and I have tried many different treatments, which I will do videos about. But there are simple things that you can do that really don't cost anything, and you will see great improvements. The first hack I wanted to mention is sleep, and more importantly, our quality of sleep. I feel that a lot of people today are just not getting good sleep, and the main reason is because we're staring at our devices 24/7, and especially late into the night. When you're looking at your iPad, your phone, your TV screen, you're being exposed to blue light, which gives a signal to your brain that it's bright light outside and wake up, wake up, wake up, and your body will not be producing melatonin, which is a really big problem when you're trying to fall asleep. Many people are falling asleep with the phones right next to them or still staring at the screen at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and wondering why they can't sleep. So there's a big problem when you're not getting good sleep. Your body's not able to rejuvenate, your skin's not able to rejuvenate. Skin repair and growth hormone production all take place at night, and you need good quality of sleep for all this to happen so that your skin can rejuvenate and you can look fresh and vibrant in the morning. This is absolutely important. Another thing is, a lot of us are sleeping on our sides, kind of like this, with the face mushed into the pillow. This is also a big problem. I've been working on this for many years and I still just can't get myself to sleep on my back. I really want to. I have tried everything, propping myself up on a million pillows, but nothing seems to work for me. I always end up on my side, halfway on my stomach, which is not good. And you can actually see that this is the side that I sleep on. You can always see it on people's faces because one side will age a little bit more. So if you can, please try to sleep on your back. That will make a huge difference. A little bonus tip for you guys. This is not free. That's why it's called a bonus tip. So if you can't sleep on your back, for whatever reason, or if you're like me and you just can't do it, I'd really recommend getting a good quality silk pillowcase, because that really helps with why you have your face mushed into the pillow, to keep it kind of smooth and to keep the wrinkles at bay. A few things that you can do to start improving your quality of sleep right now, starting tonight, is turn off your devices. Once the sun sets, try to stay off them as much as possible. If you must be on them, try to use blue blocking glasses, which are very helpful. The other thing you can do is please stop drinking coffee, alcohol late into the evening, because that will also interfere with your quality of sleep. So here's something you may not have heard of before. Instead of popping those melatonin pills like candy at night trying to get to sleep, another thing you can do is get up early in the morning and get outside and catch the sunrise. And during the sunrise, you can look directly into the sun for about 5 to 10 seconds to start with. This is called sun gazing. I'd really suggest you Google the benefits of sun gazing because they're very numerous. And what happens is your eyes have UV receptors, which means we're not supposed to be walking around with dark sunglasses all day. We're actually supposed to be connecting to the sun, because these UV rays are what signal to our brains to make melatonin at night when we go to sleep. Please keep in mind that it's only safe to look into the sun in the morning when it's rising, or at night when it's setting. No other time. Please don't stare into the sun any other time during the day. My second anti-aging tip is a very simple one. We're all guilty of doing this. We're walking around looking at our devices all day long, staring down at our phones, computers, iPads. So one simple thing that you can do is try to hold these devices at eye level. Because when you're repetitively staring down, what happens is all this area just starts sagging, and it's not a good look. So here's my third anti-aging tip, and a lot of you are gonna hate me for this, but please don't shoot the messenger. The third tip is to stop eating sugar and sugary foods. I know it's a really tough one for many people. It has been for me. I still have some dark chocolate almost daily, but just one square. I try to limit it as much as possible. Sugar is not only bad for our teeth, but it's also a major contributor in the loss of firmness in our skin, the cause of wrinkles, and also the loss of collagen and elastin. Sugar also causes a lot of inflammation in the body. It will make you retain water. It will make you look puffier all over, and also cause a lot of redness. Definitely don't recommend it. So instead of sugar, what can you do? I don't recommend artificial sweeteners because they also cause a lot of problems and they're very unhealthy. A little bit of stevia should be fine if you really crave that sweet flavor. Like I said, dark chocolate has a lot of antioxidants and some benefits, so maybe just switching to a little bit of dark chocolate once in a while when you crave something sweet. But really the best thing you can do is just get rid of that craving. You need about 3 weeks to form new habits and to get used to a new lifestyle. So if you could try to quit sugar for 3 weeks, it would be easy sailing after that. Tip number 4 is cold exposure. Cold therapy, or also known as cold thermogenesis. I learned about cold thermogenesis from Dr. Jack Kruse about 6 years ago when I first started doing this. I started with cold showers and worked my way up to ice baths and different kinds of cold exposure. Regular cold exposure has amazing benefits, almost too numerous to list them all. But basically what happens is you're getting rid of inflammation, you're balancing your hormones. It helps to get rid of cellulite, also to help get rid of wrinkles. What you can do is actually dip your body into cold water in the morning when you first wake up, or rub ice cubes all around your body. It just gives you this beautiful glow and gets rid of redness and puffiness. Many people have also reported weight loss with regular cold exposure. It's really easy to get started. All you need to do is just set your shower to colder temperature gradually until you reach like a nice cold shower. You do get used to it. Again, it takes a few days. The first few days will be very shocking, but after that, like, I'm so used to bathing or showering cold water now. I enjoy it, like I look forward to it. It almost like gives you like a runner's high. You just feel so amazing afterwards. So I look forward to the cold weather. I look forward to the winter so I can finally expose my body to some really cold temperatures. It's really hard to do it in the summer because even in the shower, you don't really get that super cold water. But I do ice baths as well, which is amazing. And I hope you guys try it because this is one hack that I could just go on and on and on about. So tip number 5 is bone broth. I know it sounds disgusting to some of you, maybe not to others, but bone broth has tremendous benefits. So I've been making my own bone broth for many, many years. I take bones from beef, chicken, pork, any kind of meat really, and I first braise the bones in the oven, and then I put them in the slow cooker and I cook them for 48 hours. And you get this really nice, thick, rich broth, which is just full of collagen. And as you probably know, collagen is amazing for your skin. So if you can, and you can stomach it and you find it appealing, please start making some bone broth and drinking it regularly because it really is one of the best things that you can do for your skin. If you're a vegetarian or a vegan, or you just don't like the flavor of bone broth, you can of course buy collagen capsules or collagen powder, and you can use that as well. But I don't think there's a substitute for making this yourself. And it's just such a nice ritual to have this cooking in the kitchen regularly and for the whole family. And also it's a great thing to give to your pets. It's also very good for arthritis, for all kinds of different conditions. But for your skin, it's absolutely amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As you can tell, this topic is very dear to my heart, and I could do like a whole series of videos just on this topic alone. But if you'd like to learn more about anti-aging, beauty, and how to stay youthful into your 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond, please like and subscribe, and please feel free to also leave me any of your comments. Thanks guys, thanks for watching.